Okay, I'm making this a video response to Melinda's last video because I watched it the first time and I thought it was funny and things, and then when I got towards the end, I started picking things out that I would comment her on, and then I thought this is a lot of stuff I could comment on, and so I decided I would watch it again and write down things that I would comment about, and instead I would make a video response. So here's my list of things that I'm going to comment on. Yep, here's my list. It's awesome, right? So anyway, yeah, number one, I don't know where you are because, well, you're at home, I'm going to assume, but I've never been there, and I don't know what room you're in, and for some reason, I just want to know, is that, like, the living room? Because it doesn't really look like a bedroom. Well, I don't think it does, but I just want to know where you are. Okay, this next part is pretty much the only reason why I wanted to make a video response instead of just comments. So when you were talking about songs getting ruined or whatever, the first thing I thought of was a certain someone who ruined a song by dedicating it to pretty much every single one of my friends who's ever had a vagina while dancing with them every year at prom or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so you're talking about playing music real loud and not being able to hear ambulances or whatever. That happened to me one time. I was coming up on an intersection and I was going pretty fast and there were two cars in front of me and the light was green. And so one of the cars slows down and then the one behind it has to slow down. And I'm blasting my music and I can't hear anything but my music and I'm singing along and it's real loud. And so I have to start slowing down and I just get so mad because I look ahead and I'm like, what the f***? It's a green light, what are you doing? And so they just pretty much come to a complete stop and I have to slam on my brakes eventually because I started to slow down, but then, because I thought they were going to keep going, I mean, it's a green light. And then I have to slam on my brakes because I almost hit them. So I seriously got so pissed. I was like, okay, this needs to go. I mean, what the It's a green light. And then, so as I'm sitting there yelling at the people in front of me, I see an ambulance cross the intersection. Birthday ideas. Mainly the Mexican food idea. So I think that sounds real good because I remember you invited me and Jessica and Miranda and I forget who else. I don't remember what year it was. I want to say sophomore year, but that kind of seems far away. But anyway, I remember you invited us to that one Mexican food place over by the high school, and you said it was really good and blah blah blah, it was really good, blah blah blah. But, I wanted to go real bad, but then I ended up going to Solvang with my mom because she had already bought the tickets months before, so maybe we could do that. I don't know, I'm just throwing that out there. When you were talking about your friends and family and how you didn't think that would work, and then you clarified by saying that your friends and family don't hate each other, but it would just be awkward or whatever, that reminded me of today because I found out today that Jessica's parents hate me and they want me to die pretty much, and they don't want her daughter hanging around me because I'm a bad influence and I'm brainwashing her apparently. So luckily your parents aren't her parents, so that way things can work out if anything were to, like, any birthday plans were to come up, you know. So at least I don't think your parents hate me. That thing about your dad and how he always asks questions, I remember the first time I met him, it was at the mall. Yeah, it was at the mall. I don't remember why or who or what, but I remember me, your dad, and you, at least. Maybe Corey was there, but I really hope not, because I don't like him at all. Anyway, I remember he asked me a whole bunch of questions, and you, like, told me that he would, and then I just thought it was funny. But I don't really remember any of the questions he asked me, or how personal they were. I just remember him asking me questions. Oh, and when you said that, like, your parents have embarrassing nicknames for you, and, like, your friends would be like, why do they call you that? I've never heard your parents call you any kind of nickname. Well, I don't think I have. And if I did, then I didn't realize it. So, I want to know some. So, going to the movies for your birthday, that sounds like a really good idea. I don't know what movies are playing or will be playing. I know I wanted to see Sex Drive. That looked really funny. Um, I don't know if there's anything in particular you want to see. I saw Zack and Miri make a porno. Oh my gosh, that movie was hilarious and disgusting and hilarious. It was just awesome. It reminded me, like, that movie reminds me of when we went to see Knocked Up, only Zack and Miri is so much worse. It shows a whole lot of business. Going to the park and just hanging out is just like the epitome of fun for me. Like, that is my idea of an awesome time. Um, I think that would be perfect. Just hanging out at the park. When I first saw your scarf, I was like, oh, I remember Courtney used to make scarves like that junior year. And then you started talking about your scarf, and you're like, I wonder where she got that. And then you said, well, Mikey got mad at me since I didn't tell him where I got my scarf last time, so Courtney Unander made this one, and I thought it was funny because you mentioned me, and because I was wondering where you got the scarf, and because I thought it looked like one that Courtney would make, and then it turned out she did make that one. So it was like, everything rolled into one. You should not be texting while driving on the freeway. I mean, well, I don't want to say it's okay to text and drive, because, well, I do it all the time, but, like, if I were driving on the freeway, I would not be texting while driving, because it's just, like, completely different from just driving out and about. So, I definitely think you should not be texting while driving on the freeway, because that's much more dangerous. I just thought it was weird that you said that you thought the end of your video was going to be at 7 minutes and 6 seconds, and then I looked over and it was another minute long, at least. So I was like, what is she doing for this minute and 17 seconds, or however long it was? And then I just thought that was weird. And then when you said that you were like, yeah, blah, 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 this video of me talking and some Coldplay in the distance, I thought about it, and it's not even in the distance. Like, I just thought that was funny. Because it's, like, coming from your computer. Unless I'm mistaken and it's, like, playing from speakers way across the room. But as far as I'm concerned, it was coming from your computer. When you, like, mentioned my video, I don't even know what you said. You were just like, Mikey's video today. And I could not figure it out. I rewound it, like, 50 times trying to listen. And did you say it's longer than my video, or it's better than my video, or something? Because then after that, you started laughing. You were like, I'm just kidding. Mikey, I love you, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know if it was, like, something that you thought I might take offense to, or what, but I just couldn't figure it out. And then you're telling me you put eye drops in because my eyes are burning because I went swimming. I did that one time, and my eyes burned so much worse. Actually, it might have just been because I was using, like, allergy eye drops or something, but I don't know, it just burned real bad, and I thought about putting eye drops in today. I was walking to the medicine cabinet, and I was like, no, because the last time I did that, they burned real bad, so I'm not going to do that again. So that's why I didn't put in eye drops. Oh, and when you said that, like, you had a rebellious eye, I died laughing. You definitely need to be dyeing your hair dark, because, like, I sent you that photoshopped picture, and I've gotten much better at Photoshop. I can't believe I let you put up that picture of when I first photoshopped your hair black. That looked so fake. And I can't believe I thought I was so good. I was like, look at how amazing and skillful. Really, whatever. But I got so much better. And I think you should dye your hair dark. As dark as possible. Because it looked real good. And that picture looked pretty realistic, you have to admit. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Bye.